In a world racing towards an electric future, a shocking twist has emerged that no one saw coming. The headlines are blaring and the news is spreading fast. Volkswagen, a titan in the automotive world, is facing an unprecedented challenge in selling its EVs. But why? Stay tuned to find out. Volkswagen was the largest automaker in the world in 2019 when it unveiled its electric plans. And by the middle of this decade, it has a good chance of surpassing Tesla as the leading pronouncer of battery-powered cars. The company will undergo significant upheaval. Then CEO Herbert Diess said to shareholders, "I know some of you are scratching your eyes in shock, but there is no denying that supertanker is gaining momentum." However, that change has not taken place. After almost 5 years, Elon Musk's Tesla is still far ahead of the Volkswagen Group, which includes Audi and Porsche. The US rival sold less than half of Tesla's 1.31 million electric vehicles last year. By adding fuel to injury, China, the company's single biggest market and the nation where Volkswagen has been the best-selling automaker overall since at least 2000, is emerging as a formidable competitor for the champion of German manufacturing. It appears that local electric rival BYD is about to unseat the brand. Director of Global Data's e-mobility trends division, Al Bedwell, stated, "Volkswagen has just slipped behind in the battery electric vehicle race. We anticipate Volkswagen to experience a decline in sales volumes this year in China, which is a major issue," he stated to CNN. Imagine you have a show business that dominates Adidas and Nike. The innovations put forward by your company were top and started gaining more loyal customers. However, to your shock, everything turned upside down. Your business incurred a huge loss, which prevented you from further innovations. Global Data, a data analytics business, predicts that Volkswagen sales will decline by 7% in 2023, in a market where EV sales are anticipated to climb by more than a quarter. With a mere 3.3% of a rapidly expanding Chinese electric vehicle market, the business currently holds the 9th position. According to Global Data, BYD, the leader, has 25% and Tesla, the runner-up, has 15%. Investors' initial enthusiasm for Volkswagen's electric vehicle ambition soon gave way to skepticism, as evidenced by the stock price of the company, which rose 60% in 2021 after the automaker announced plans to sell more than 2 million electric cars annually by 2025, and promised to build 6 gigafactories in Europe by 2030 to produce batteries. The majority of such stock gains were forfeited in 2022 when it became evident the VW was not performing up to par. The stock has dropped 14% so far this year and has continued to decline. According to Daniel Groski, head of EU automotive research at stockbroker Bernstein, if even a little portion of what they outlined had been achieved right now, I think everyone would be praising VW. Moreover, he added that Diess' plan never was practicable, but it was amazing in terms of what they hoped to accomplish. Are you a person who consistently invests in the stock market? Then you might have witnessed the surge in Volkswagen stock. What is your trading strategy? Do you trade based on news alone, or do you follow fundamental analysis? Do share them in the comments. It appears that VW is returning to reality. According to Reuters, Thomas Schaefer, the CEO of Volkswagen Passenger Cars, said that the company's flagship brand is no longer competitive as a result of excessive expenses and insufficient productivity. Moreover, he added that the internal remarks for CNN were intended to emphasize to staff members, which is the critical need for change in order to ensure the brand's survival. We need to finally be brave and honest enough to throw things overboard that are being duplicated within the company or are just ballast we don't need for good performance, reportedly stated Gunnar Killen, a member of the Human Resources Board at the time. Managers are currently discussing ways to reduce expenses by $10.8 billion with employees in order to increase productivity. According to Rosca, it's barely a break even at a time when vehicle prices are greater than they've ever been, because the profit margins of the Volkswagen brand are in the low single digits. It will be undoubtedly better than doing nothing at all. Whatever they decide to do with the cost restricting, they probably won't be able to accomplish enough. Volkswagen was riding high in September 2015, having surpassed Toyota to become the world's biggest automaker by sales during the first half of the year. And then the Dieselgate scandal soon broke out. Imagine what that will look like for a company in its winning phase, soon facing a backlash. The situation can become worse if the company is not prepared to have one. Volkswagen acknowledged that it had manipulated software on millions of diesel vehicles to full nitrogen oxide emissions testing and make the vehicles seem less harmful than they actually were. As a result, the automaker had to pay at least $39 billion in penalties and settlements, years of investigation, and the resignation of then CEO Martin Winterkorn as a result of stunning findings. Rosca stated, "Dieselgate hurt their confidence quite a bit. Volkswagen overcorrected on compliance. As a result, they are becoming far more conservative and, in turn, a lot slower." Furthermore, Rosca noted that since innovation is happening so quickly, speed overrides the size of EVs. What can we learn from Volkswagen's business? Whatever happens, one should stay away from fraudulent activities. If you are not ready to follow, then one or the other day, the world is going to hit you back. Moving at the speed required by the EV race was never going to be simple for an 86-year-old firm with 115 plants and close to 676,000 employees worldwide. You can consider its concept electric GTI, which debuted at the September Munich Auto Show and is intended to be released exclusively in 2027. In 2025, BYD will select a product that will launch in the market in 2027. The development cycle and speed to market are completely different, says Patrick Hummel, UBS's European cars research leader. He added that Volkswagen remains, in Hummel's opinion, a relatively slow-moving supertank. August saw UBS downgrade its recommendation on Volkswagen stock from neutral to sell, advising investors to sell the company's shares in part due to the growing threat posed by Chinese competitors, who are now the largest EV sellers not only in China but also in Europe. Additionally, you can see that the bank's opinion was not different. Now we all have one question in mind. Will Volkswagen make a comeback? Volkswagen, in contrast to its more recent competitors, has also had to manage an established business that continues to produce millions of cars with internal combustion engines and generates the great bulk of company's sales and profits. Just 8% of the group's deliveries in the first 9 months of this year, which is 531,500 out of 6.8 million vehicles sold, were electric vehicles. Additionally, by 2030, Volkswagen wants to have a 50% stake. Hence, the automaker will need to catch up to the top in sector in terms of technology. The Automotors' Achilles heel has been subpar software, according to Bedwell of Global Data. Hence, this has proven especially true with VW's flagship electric passenger car, the ID.3, which is an electric version of the widely popular Golf Small. The software wasn't finished, the onboard hardware was unreliable, and they frequently made empty promises of improvements that either never materialized or arrived later than expected. Moreover, VW was only thought to be lagging. Bedwell said to CNN, he added, "While the early ID.3 software bugs have been fixed, VW still lags behind the leaders in the industry." Now, what is the current situation for Volkswagen? They had paid a heavy price for China, where it's currently collaborating with regional automakers to increase the scope of its offerings and advanced technology. A Volkswagen representative told CNN that the new models will provide growth momentum, and the ID.3 was still one of the best-selling EV vehicles in China. He added, "The United States is another market where the corporation sees potential despite its difficulties establishing a substantial presence. According to the spokesperson, EVs represents our market opportunity to become a key player in North America." The outcome of Volkswagen's audacious battery strategy is another significant unknown. Imagine making our goods without a third party. You can save a lot of money with this approach, right? Hence, this is what Volkswagen is currently working on. By building its batteries, the corporation is investing billions of dollars, which will lower production costs. If all goes according to plan, the automaker could profit greatly, but it's a big risk. Bedwell remarked, "They definitely have to get the battery cell technology correct." Well, there you have it, folks, a deep dive into the startling developments in the EV market, particularly focusing on Volkswagen's current challenges. Before we sign off, remember that this story is evolving rapidly, and we're committed to bringing you the latest updates in-depth analysis. So if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss what we uncover next as we continue to track these unprecedented changes in the automotive world. If you found today's video enlightening, please give us a thumbs up. Also, we love hearing from you, so don't hesitate to drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments below. Stay tuned, stay informed, and as always, thank you for watching. Your support means the world to us. Until next time, keep an eye on the road ahead. It's sure to be an electrifying journey.